Right. So we are currently in the airport in Madrid, and we should be arriving to London in the next 10 minutes. But guess what? We're not. Because we're still at the airport. Our flight was delayed like 3 hours. So we've been sitting here working on our papers. But we're going to London. It really sucked. I've been trying to reach the train station and the hotel, but I haven't heard back from them. Because obviously we already paid for that stuff, and our flight's delayed by 3 hours. So we're not going to be there on time. So we'll see what happens when we get there. We're just going to go with the flow. The flow right now is working on our papers that are due on Tuesday and having some Starbucks. Woo! We're excited. No, not yet. Gotta touch the outside of the plane. Did it? There you go. So, because our flight was delayed, we got free drinks. And I asked for a chameleon instead. I meant chamomile. Yep. Cheers. God. There's Jordan. It's too dark. This is too dark. She's on her addiction, and she got me addicted too, but she's way more addicted than I am. Okay, we're on a plane. Bye. We made it to London. We've been here for what?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
9 hours?
What?
8 hours? 6 hours? No, we got here at midnight, and it's almost gonna be 8. So 8 hours.
There you go.
I spent 8 hours working on my essay. Got 2,500 words. I'm halfway there. Jordan slept the whole time.
No, I didn't. For like 3 hours.
She slept for the majority of the time.
3 hours out of 8 is in the majority.
Yeah, it is. I haven't slept.
You're
at
so
all.
cool.
That face is going on the video. Anyways, now we're on the bus that's taking us to the station, and then we're going to take the train, and then we're going to figure out where we're going to stay. We got to figure out where we're going to stay, because we lost our hotel, or maybe we didn't. I don't know. It's freezing bananas. Yeah. So you want to know what happened next? Our train was delayed. Like 45 minutes. Yeah. But now we're headed into town. It's freezing. It's warm in here. I'm gonna put on extra socks. But it's beautiful outside. So, it's been a hell of a day. But we'll get to that later. Right now, we're on a bus taking a tour of the city and just checking everything out. There's a church. They're telling me things. I should repeat what I say and then I'll have accurate facts. But I missed the facts because I was talking to you, so maybe next time. Look at all those Siennas. Did I even record anything? Okay, no. So much going on here. This is Hyde Park. We'll be sure to come back and check it out, maybe. So that's good here. See it too. Up ahead, something's going on based on what this whole trip involved. Me writing a paper. Alright, I don't know if you can see me behind me. I think you can. Guess who's that? It's Mr. Big Ben. He's right over there. And then in front of us, we have the London Eye right there. And then Big Ben, as you saw, this reminds me of so many movies I've seen, and I can't believe I'm here right now. And my face is gonna freeze off, but I'm here. There's Jordan too, so we can have proof she was here. We finally checked into the hotel. Woo! I'm tired. So after that last clip, we just walked around Oxford to go like window browse and look at the stores, and then we had dinner, and then we came down here to Today's been really, really long. I don't even know if I want to explain what we went through. We went through a lot to get to this point. Should I tell them or should I tell them? What do you think, Jordan?
So you can remember.
Okay, yeah, because I'll probably forget. Point or 5. Sleep. Okay, so as you all know, our flight was delayed for 3 hours in Madrid. So that meant we had to change our bus tickets, our train tickets, and our reservation, which I had already paid for an extra hour for them to stay here so we can check in on time. And then, well, obviously that didn't work out, so I emailed them here, and then I didn't hear back until today when I finally got Wi-Fi, but later. Then the train, I could only refund the tickets, and they would refund me the money minus £10. Okay, whatever. Did that for the trip here. And then I bought another set. Whatever. So I bought them. We didn't get to London till like 12:05 a.m. midnight time. And we obviously had no hotel room, so we chilled at the airport. As you saw, and we worked on some homework. Some of us slept. Some of us worked on homework. Some of us slept and worked on homework. You know, we multitask. And then we got to the train station, and our train was delayed 45 minutes. And then we finally got on the train. After we got on the train, halfway through the trip, we had to change trains because there was mechanical errors or whatever. The train wasn't working. And the people were like, just get on across the bridge, get on the next train that's coming. It's going to take you where you need to go. So we did. We hopped on. The train never stopped where we needed to stop. So we just picked a place. We got off at London Bridge. And we figured out we could take a train, or we could walk, or take a taxi, or take a bus. So the cheapest would be to take a bus. Obviously walking, but walking was 30 minutes. So we're like, let's take the bus. We get on the bus, and the bus driver's like, no, I don't take cash. You need a card. Okay, well, where can I get this card ticket? And he's like, over there, blah, blah, blah. I was okay. So we went over there. We couldn't find it. So we asked one person, and they told us they didn't know. So I asked another employee. We asked another employee, and he said, I don't know. Go over there. So we went over there, and we didn't find anything, and we asked another person. They didn't know either. They sent us over to like the little bus canopy place where the guy helps people, but he was there. He was roaming the stations or something. So by that point we were running out of time because guess what? Guess where we were gonna go. We were gonna go check out
Stonehenge, and we bought our tickets already.
So we had like what? We still had over an hour till we needed to meet up with the group. Yeah, hour and a half. Okay. So we finally decided to walk. We walk and we're walking, and then bam. Oh, by the way, my phone does have no data signal here. Jordan's did. Surprise, it was the other way around this trip. And then her phone died. And she forgot her little SIM card that has her password on it because she doesn't know her SIM card because it's a new one. Awesome.
Which means I can't get to my data.
Exactly. So somehow the map saved on there after we plugged it into my portable charger. We kept walking. We made it to the hotel at a decent time, I guess. The reception's not open till 1, and it was like 10:45. Yeah, it was 10. No, it was like almost 11. I don't know what time it was. Anyways, we need to be at Stonehenge meeting point at 11:45. I'm like, okay, well, F this. Let's figure out how to get there. Oh, wait, we don't have data. We don't have phones. How are we going to figure this out? So we started asking people. No one knew. We started walking. Some guy pointed us in the direction, and he was actually going to take us to the bus station. And he's like, oh, yeah, hop in. My car. I'm like, oh, do we just go that way? So we walked over there, we're walking, we were freaking out because we had like 45 minutes, I don't know how long, and then we saw another guy who totally helped us out, and he's like, this is your best bet, taxi, go over there, blah, 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 And he explained to us that in order to get on the bus, you needed a card that's called an Oyster. No one else could explain that to us who works in the city. So we literally ran all the way over. We couldn't find the freaking little minicab place, and we're on different corners. I'm like, I see it! And then we crossed the street, went over there. We told the guy, I'm like, we have 15 minutes to get to this place. How much is it going to cost, and are we going to make it? And he told us how much it was going to be. I'm like, okay. The taxi guy got there really fast. He was driving
Got there at
super crazy.
11:45.
We got there at 11:45. We ran inside where we thought we needed to go, and we were looking for the gate. No one knew what was going on. And then it was like 11:55 or something. We're like, we're screwed. But the bus guy, information station guy, totally like helped us out. He's like, he noticed how stressed out Jordan was specifically, and he's like, don't stress. He called the number that was on the paper on the ticket, and he talked to them. He's like, okay. So he arranged it for them to pick us up at a different pickup spot, the next one, which was at 12:15. But that point, it was already 12 o'clock, so we had 15 minutes to get there. And he told us how to go on the tube. The tube is the underground metro. We got there, and there's freaking...
We didn't even know where we were going because we didn't even hear what he said. It stopped to get off. So we're just like, oh, let's go to this place because that sounds
closest.
And
what he
meanwhile,
said.
the guy who's trying to give us the tickets,
Taking his
it's just
time.
like examining our little information sheet, which is completely irrelevant at this point. I'm like, no, we have 8 minutes now. Thanks for wasting our time. And then...
Yep. And then whatever. We bought them. It was like, Jordan's like, I don't know if we're gonna... I was like, what do we do? So we just made a decision to just go for it. We bought the tickets. We went and ran to the tube. We got on the tube. We got off the station. They're like, take a right. Took a right. There's nothing there. Went to the left. Went to the right. There's nothing there. And we just went and sat down on a bench. We sat there for about 10 minutes, just not even looking at each other or talking, because there's so many. I felt really defeated after everything we've gone through today, all the money we spent on things we didn't get to do.
I teared up.
So did I. That's why I didn't want to look at you. I think we didn't know how to react to each other. I didn't want to cry, because then you were going to be like, that's weird. And I didn't want you to cry, because then you were going to be like, that's weird. Yeah, I think we were on the same boat. But Jordan broke the silence. She's like, well, we're here. Let's do something. And then we just decided to get on to pay for the bus tour, the double-decker thing. And we can get on it multiple times. It's a hop-on, hop-off thing for the weekend, so... And then we got to see everything you saw earlier today, but that's been our trip. I don't even know what to say.
A waste of money.
A waste of money, very stressful, very exhausting.
Stonehenge.
We didn't go to Stonehenge, one of the wonders of the world.
We had tickets.
We were this close. That's the main reason we came out here. Now it's gone. Forever. Well, not forever. I don't know about the future, but it's gone for now. And now we're at the hotel. And we gotta finish our paper. And find sleep. And tomorrow night we're sleeping at the airport again. Surprise! Because our flight is supposed to leave at 6:50 a.m. We'll see if that happens. That's been our life for the past 24 hours. Also, as we were boarding the plane for this trip, we kind of realized that this is probably made kind of the decision that this was going to be our last trip, traveling as we've been doing together on this experience, and all of this happened. So, I don't know what that means, but do you know what that means?
This can't be the last thing we do together. This blows.
But we've spent all our money and money that we don't even have yet. Alright, it's a new day. Let's try this again, England. Let's try this again. Just left the hotel, slept beautifully, Unfortunately, it did not work on my paper. I just slept. I still have time, so we're good. And now we're gonna catch the bus into the city because we gotta check out Buckingham Palace. Are you guys excited to see it? Maybe we'll see the Queen. Maybe. I don't know. Here's the bus station. Woo! Gotta get situated. And then after that, we're gonna go look at some really, really fun things.
Super historical.
They're super historical. Like, I might cry.
Because
I won't cry. I won't cry. Because it's wet. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning.
Harry Potter! We're gonna take a Harry Potter walking tour. You know I had to. I have to. And I'm hoping they take us to King's Cross because that will just give us one less thing to do that we need to do today. So, yeah, let's start the day off. We're at the Trafalgar Square. Yeah, I just butchered it, whatever. But here, it's really nice and pretty. There's a blue rooster up there. The middle part's really cool, so we'll get down there in a second. Decided to take a stop to do some lunch. Of course, gotta get some fish and chips. We're in London. Here it is. Look at it. It's huge. Look at that one. That one looks good too. I forget. Here we are. Sorry, it's windy. I can't move my arms any further. There it is, in its glory and its history, the Buckingham Palace. Okay, so there's one thing I had to do on this trip to London, and of course I had to come to King's Cross and wake my way through platform 9 3/4. And I did. Here's a picture, you can see it right here. I'm so internally happy I can't.
It's external.
It's external too. I was trying to hide it, but Jordan can tell. Look, there it is. I was there. I can't believe I was there. We're on the train, headed back to the airport. That's it. Now we're on the bus to the airport. Our hostel for the night. Again. Oh, I'd like to mention we finally, what's the word? Not succeeded. Oh, we mastered. Like the masters. That's how it We mastered the transportation in London. It only took most of our time, but we got it. And it sucks, but we got it. Yeah. Jordan's cool. Sleepy. Sleepy. Jordan. Here's a picture of Jordan sleeping on the train. I won't put it in there, but you know I got one.
Was my mouth open?
Yes. It wasn't as bad as our Morocco trip. That one's only for my eyes, but if ever need anything to laugh at, just go to that picture.
So rude.
She agreed with me, it's not rude. She laughed at it. It's funny.
You will have warmth this time.
We should turn on the car and turn on the heater. You know, it's cold.
Well,
Yeah.
you're not going to be party.
Oh.
Oh, we're leaving. So we made it to the airport. Time to just hang out. I'm eating my strawberry scones. Got me some water. Playing some Bubble Mania. And then later, keep going on that beautiful paper. I'm wide awake. The Christmas music is going. I love it. I was people watching earlier. I like doing that at the airport. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Cheers.